G'day mates, and welcome back to Aldrin, Space Program Manager. Now last episode, NASA landed a probe, a rover on the moon. Do you know what we did last episode? We landed one on the moon, we dug up some rock, and we brought it back to Earth. We one-upped you one more time, NASA. Good job Soviets, good job CCCP. I have no idea what that stands for. The good guys. That's what it stands for. We are the good guys in this one. And we are going to close down that program now. The Lunar 15 sample return. It's done a spectacular mission. Spectacular job. The people who designed that, definite accomplishment. Good on you guys. You are real heroes. Now, this one here, you know what? I'm inclined to actually take you guys off this. You've done well. It's not quite at 80%, but it's so close that it will do for now. We're going to put you onto EVA suits here. We're going to need this one for going to the moon. The Cretchet 94 EVA suit is going to be what we use. Now, who are these 8 people we've got sitting here? We are human-rated rocket people, regular rocket people. Of course, the Proton K has reached its maximum capabilities. So, good stuff. We can't R&D it anymore. We can keep using it though, and that will level it up a little bit further. But it's unlikely to be too much. Now the N1 booster, these people have finished their training. You are basically, I think 97 is the highest you can get. Might be 98, I'm not sure. But they are ready and willing to level this thing up. It's only 3.2% despite having 4 of the best people in the world at this kind of thing. They pretty much can't get much better. They're getting a measly 3.2%. This is going to be a long and arduous effort. We may well need to test this on a couple of small things. I could theoretically reopen the Sputnik program, stick a Sputnik on top of this, and test the rocket that way. It would be expensive, but it's probably the cheapest way of regularly testing this particular rocket. We could level it up quickly that way. But that is expensive, and it is risky. If things go wrong, we could lose a lot of rocket prestige. Now, what do we want to do? We're probably going to need to wait for people to come out of training. 2 more seasons. So what I'll probably do is just wait for a little while. Do I want to wait for a while? Let me think about this. The other option is to... What do I need to land on the moon? Let's have a look. Let's think about our end goal now. We've got 2 years. We basically have, it's nearly 1968. We need to start working on this quick smart. I've been wasting a little bit too much time here. Now, oops, not the wrong one. To actually do this mission, we're going to need to test this in Earth orbit. Okay, we can apparently test it in Earth orbit. We're going to need the suit, so we need a spacewalk of some sort by any thing. So we're going to do an EVA. We need to test our space suit theory a little bit. We need to do lunar orbital flight. It's fine. We need to also do an uncrewed. So there's 2 lunar orbital flights we'll need to do. We need to do a spacewalk. We need to do test in the Earth's orbit as well. Let's have a quick look at that. Let's go back to Earth's orbit and double check our 3 people capsules. That's our Soyuz. We've already got that open. Where do we test it? Apparently not here. So let's go check out this one here. Where do we test? How do we test this thing in Earth orbit? LK lander. You know what? I got no idea how we test that thing in Earth orbit. It must be a different mission that I haven't looked at. Maybe might be the 2-person one. I think it might actually be this one here. Yeah, it's this one here, I believe. Yeah, the LK lander test. So this is something we could open up and do. We could do the uncrewed test, but it's only 2%. Probably could even just skip it. because again, we don't have the time for it. Perhaps I should have gone down this route instead, rather than that 3-person one that I've done. I am regretting that a little bit. Doesn't matter, we've got what we've got. Hopefully I'll still get there by 69. So let's think about this. What I'm going to do is need to test this not in Earth orbit. I'm going to need to test this one here. We can do a circumlunar flight with a person without any negatives to it. It's going to give us, we need 3 astronauts. It's going to give us a hell of a lot of prestige, in fact, 14,000. You know what? No, we haven't got this rocket ready. So let's think about this again. The rocket isn't ready. We need 1 lunar orbital flight test. We can do that. Manned lunar pass. Okay, so if we do that one, it's 1, 2. That'll be taken care of. The spacewalk will be 3, which we need to do. Okay, I know what we're doing. We're going to be doing... need to take people off training because we're going to need you. We're going to need you guys now. Where's our A-team? You are good enough to be A-team. I actually wanted the booster. She must already be free. In that case, you can come off as well. You're good enough, you come off. Look, I think that's enough for now. I need one more actually. Let's remove you. Okay, now I should be able to check what people I need. Okay, we're going to do this one. No, we're not. I keep clicking the wrong one. We're going to do this one here. We're going to do a EVA, duration level 1. We're going to test it on a proton KD, because we're not going to risk the N1 just yet. And we're going to schedule that. That's below 80, everything else is very, very good. So that is the risk. When they go out, this thing may just pop. I believe in history, the Mercury mission, or it might have been Gemini, when they went outside, the American spacesuit actually puffed up like a big balloon, and the dude couldn't fit back into the capsule. That was a major problem. Couldn't get back into the door. So I had to, I believe, cut it and deflate it briefly to jump back in, or I don't know what they did. But something like that could go wrong. This could be a major problem we don't know about. We're going to try it though. Here's a risk we need to take if we want to meet that deadline. We've got our best people here who can hopefully fix anything, except Jim Power. You are honestly quite rubbish, you as well. You should go there. And we need a missions operations person. Welcome back from training. And there we go, missions operations. We are ready. Ready as we're ever going to be. Confirm assignments. Let's put our best people on this. This is going to be a little bit risky. You guys are actually catching up quite well. Let's have a look. What do we need for this? Who needs EVA? I can't see EVA as a skill required anywhere. I mean, these could be bad tooltips. I'm not sure. Either way, that's the order I'm going to put you in. Let's go for it, guys. Go for gold. You guys are not going to train because we're probably going to need you in the next mission. These 4 are regular rocket people. You know what, I think the time of rockets has passed. It's all manned rockets from here on out. So you, I'm going to train in EVA suits. The rest of you can probably move on to space probes and I'll see what I can do there. Okay, let's go for it and see what happens. Hope for the best. The moon suit is getting better quite rapidly. That's good to hear. This one is not getting better very quickly. Launch the mission. Wonderful. Proof of concept. Spacesuits actually work. Very good news. Now obviously we need a different suit. We need an upgraded, stronger, more robust suit for going to the moon. But this was a satisfactory suit while we're still attached, still tethered to the spacecraft. And the Proton KD did get a level up as well as our Soyuz craft. Good news. These guys all leveled up a bit as well. Good, good. We're going well. Things are looking pretty good. Now, let me think about this. We've done a spacewalk. That's knocked off that negative. We still have a minus 16% here. We need to test a lunar orbital flight and an uncrewed orbital flight. We can do those in one go, I think. And testing this stuff requires, that's 5% we're not going to fix there. Testing it in moon orbit. Okay, we can do that in the mission prior. Earth orbit and Earth orbit. Both of those we can't do unless we open up a mission, and we may do that depending on how much time we have left. Now what I'd actually like to do is, it's a bit risky. I'm actually going to do an uncrewed lunar flyby test. I'm thinking about that anyway. Let me think. An uncrewed lunar flyby test using that rock, 64%. It's risky. It's very risky. Wrong button. Let's have a look in here. Now, it's currently going up 2.8% per turn. We have, at most, 8 turns remaining before the end of 69, which was my original goal. What we're going to need to do is see if we can do the Korbol Sputnik. If we were to open that, just have a quick look at it. You know, cost me good the money for it. It's currently at 89%. It's wait, is it just a Vostok? Huh. It's kind of cool. It's just a Vostok. Brilliant. Okay, well it's what is this mission exactly? 2 dogs and the vehicle exploded historically. That's not very auspicious, considering we're going to be testing a new rocket here. Now we could lose a fraction amount of prestige. The main thing would be that we're probably going to lose a lot of reliability here. So it's very risky. This is a very, very risky thing. But if it pays off, it'll give us a massive, massive boost. And I'm hoping, I mean, that's the best skill you can get. for this line of work is 98%. So I'm hoping that we can actually successfully launch this. This is massive overkill. This is going to be a tiny little pod on top of a massive mega rocket that historically failed in every single launch. Also going to be doing a mission that historically failed in the attempt. I feel very sorry for those poor puppy dogs, but we're going to go for it. We are going to try it out. You know what we're also going to do? We're also... No, we don't, because we don't have a good enough skilled person. I was also going to launch another, maybe a Sputnik or something. Sputnik 1 with that rocket again, but we don't have a skilled booster person to pick up the slack if something goes wrong. So I don't want to risk offsetting this victory by another failure. So we are going to just attempt it as is. Let's go. You're currently leveling up quite nicely. You're over 80%, which is very good. You have now breached 80% as well, the lunar lander. You are going up gradually. We'll get there, I'm sure. Actually, that could be a problem. It's going to be very tight. This could be the risky bit of the mission. And you're at 67. It's not bad, not bad. And you're getting there, but we don't really care about you. You're just tying up some people. Let's go for it. Wow. 1500 prestige. You'll notice I spent a whopping 20,000 space megadollars on hiring 3 Tiger teams to keep that rocket going to get an extra 6.9%. And oddly enough, it was the most reliable part of the entire thing that nearly stuffed up in the end. Interesting, interesting. Either way, we did well. Yep, we've got that achievement. That's very nice. Now let's have a quick look at this rocket. We've got decent money remaining, that's good. Okay, 74%. I think another launch like that will be what we need. Now what we could probably do with this launch is make it a more important one. I mean, we could just keep doing low level stuff like that, but I mean, it's a little bit gamey, let's be honest. I'd like to at least do missions that I haven't done yet. So what I could do, I'm not going to stick people on it, but I could do an uncrewed lunar orbital flyby test. There's a lot of prestige we can get, or a decent amount of prestige we can gain from it. At this point of the game, it's not that much. We could stick our N1 there. It has a higher chance of failing because this thing here is not the most reliable. There's going to be a lot more steps to it, but it will get us some of the achievements we need to begin unlocking these down here. The other option would be to consider opening this program here, I think. Yeah, I believe it's this program here. Now we could start doing the uncrewed lander test. I mean, we can do that now without any negative. And that is probably what we're going to do. Let's have a look how much it is. Really weird. Do you want to open this program for $0? Yes, I do. It's a 4,000 maintenance per season. That's huge. It probably is so cheap because we're already doing a Sawyer's program, I think. We'll find out. There we go. We've done that. We're going to use the, not going to use the Proton KD. We're going to use the N1. Jeez, we can even use a lunar booster. That's a very light thing. Although we're not going to do that one. We're going to do this lander test. There's a lot that can go wrong here. That's at 80%. You're at 81, 83, 40%. Ooh, dangerous. I don't think I want to test you on 40%. Or do I? Or do I? You know, I could just do an uncrewed test, and I think I will do an uncrewed test first. I might come back though and test the, to get that spacesuit done up as well. Yeah. Concerns me a little bit, but we're going to schedule this mission. Yep, go for it. We're going to put our best people on here, double check they are. Jim Power, there you go, you're finally doing a job you're good at. Alrighty, we're going to confirm that assignment. And we are also going to make sure everyone's morale here is holding up. Some of them are starting to drop a little bit because they haven't been training or been doing anything. But not a major issue just yet. They've still got a fair bit left. But this is where we're going to call this episode. We're going to come back next time as we begin testing more of our equipment in space. And our deadline is fast approaching. We've got less than 1.5 years remaining. I've been Blxz. This has been Buzz Aldrin, Space Program Manager. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button, and I will see you next time.